Hello, my friends. How's it going? I'm out here in the wilderness of my backyard, and just going to talk for a second about this one little subject here, one little important subject. And this is the idea that, not the idea, the fact, the proven, tested fact, in my own life anyway, that all pains are growing pains if you allow them to be. So what does that mean? It means that any pain, any kind of struggle that you go through, even physical pain and things like that, these are potential lessons that you can learn from, okay? All of these experiences, they have something to teach you. But many times we miss the lessons in them, or we don't learn them until way later. And these can be lots of kinds of lessons, from valuable, life-changing life lessons, which has been the case a few times for me, or even just learning to have a better level of discipline or of self-control, or even a greater tolerance for that pain, or a number of things really. It can affect learning how to treat people, maybe learning how to empathize with people. Just to give an example, there was I had a friend, or I've had several friends really, who have gone through breakups, and for the longest time I had never been in a relationship or anything like that, or really even had that close of a connection with somebody. I didn't have a lot of extremely close friends. I was just kind of, I'm me, I do my thing, and I keep most people at a distance. Well, eventually I did go through a couple of relationships, and it wasn't until after that that I could really empathize with that pain that my other friends had gone through. And before that, if I had been mean enough, I would have just said, get over it, ignore it, whatever. After going through those experiences, however, I learned that that was not really as easy as I would have made it out to be. I was very much just ignore your pain, push through, all that kind of stuff. But there's really a lot more to it than that, and I'm sure you know that if you've been through that kind of experience. And so the approach that I've come to take now, from my own experience, is finding out what works best and what is most beneficial as far as the lessons you learn and all that, is not to ignore pain or distract yourself or anything like that. In fact, those are the last things that you should do. And regardless of what kind of pain it is, really. In my experience, what I found is that distracting yourself from all that is not helpful at all. And that will delay the healing process, and here's the most important thing, it'll actually stop you from learning from that pain. If you just distract yourself from it, you try to ignore it, or even if you successfully ignore it, you're missing out on so much, because the most valuable lessons you'll learn in life, in many cases, are going to be the result of some kind of pain or discomfort or something like that. So what you should see these experiences that are painful, you should see them as an opportunity for growth that's way greater than anything else, well, almost anything else that you'll experience. There's a quote that goes around a lot, especially in fitness communities, and it's absolutely true. I laugh, but it's absolutely true. And it is, if you're not being challenged, you're not being changed. And what these painful experiences do is they challenge you. And if you allow them to, they will change you. I would say the majority of my growth in life has taken place as a result of the most painful experiences in my life. And this is true in regular life, it's true in the spiritual growth, it's true even in the gym working out and stuff. If your workout doesn't hurt, or it's not at least a little bit uncomfortable, it's probably not doing you a whole lot of good. And the same thing applies not only to your physical development, but to your mental, emotional, and spiritual development. And so the correct approach, from what I have found, this is my personal experience anyway, but I fully believe that the correct approach is not to ignore it or distract yourself or anything like that, or kind of, what's the word people use? Detachment. I hate the idea of detachment. It's not beneficial. It may help you to endure that pain. It may help you to get through that pain, but you skip that learning process that is so important. Now, I'm totally against detachment. What I would prefer to use you could put a few names on it: mindfulness, or immersion, or even embrace. Embracement, is embracement a word? It is now. Embracement is now a word if it wasn't already. Embracement of pain. Actually, I think embrace of pain would work too. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll invent words later. But, yeah, the solution here, or rather the correct response, is to embrace that pain, to focus on feeling it, to really completely just totally immerse your mind in the feeling of that pain. And what you'll find when you do that is that the pain isn't as bad as you think it is, for one. Because here's the thing. We're not so much... the worst thing about pain is not the pain itself, it is the fear of that pain. And as long as you're running away from it, as long as you're, somewhat trying to ignore it or detach yourself from it or avoid it, that is when pain will be the most painful for you. That's when it will be the worst for you, is when you're trying to avoid it. If you turn and embrace it, then you'll find it's not actually that bad. And this is kind of similar to how you take cold showers. I tried to take cold showers a few different ways. I tried detaching myself from it. I tried ignoring it, the feeling of the cold, the discomfort. But that was never quite as effective. I tried easing myself into it gradually, and none of that really worked out. What I had to end up doing, what's been the most effective, is just immediately, full on, into the cold, and don't try to ignore the cold. Don't try to think, oh, I'm tough, I'm better than the cold. Instead, focus on that feeling of cold. Focus on how uncomfortable or even painful that is. And you will be surprised at how quickly you overcome it, and how quickly pain ceases to be scary and almost seemingly just kind of turns its back and runs away from you. And as far as learning lessons from all this, you'll probably learn lessons through this pain, through the pains that you go through, just by what I've said already. Embracing that pain instead of running from it. Embracing it, thinking through it, focusing on it, and really feeling it completely, 100%. Letting it hit you with everything it has, and looking down and realizing that you're still standing and it hasn't actually taken you down. 100% recommend that approach. Now the next thing here is to learn these life lessons. Yes, you do have to think through it. You have to, I guess, meditate on it. For some reason I don't like the word meditate, but anyway, yes, it would be meditation. Meditation on it, the circumstances around it, and then prayer a lot. Definitely a lot of prayer about it. Pray to God about it. Ask God to teach you through it. That was kind of one moment I had during my, in the aftermath of my first breakup was, I was, it was painful for me. I don't usually come across as like a really emotional guy when it comes to like negative emotions and sadness and stuff like that. But I was really sad. I was really hurt. And one day I just kind of, I was in a particularly pained state, and I wasn't crying, but I would say I kind of broke down, and I was about to ask God to take the pain away, and then I stopped myself, and then instead I asked Him to teach me, and He did. And I'm so thankful for that, because God has taught me so much through that experiences and experiences like that, even later breakups. He's taught me so much every time that I actually said recently that if I could be assured of going through that much growth every time I broke up, then I would break up with a girl every day. If it could give me that much growth as I experienced through that, then that would be worth it. But yeah, this pain, all this pain, these painful experiences, whether it's physical, emotional, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be all bad. These are opportunities for growth. And I really do believe that all pains in life are growing pains if you allow them to be. So don't try to ignore the pain. Don't try to avoid the pain. Don't try to reject the pain. Don't try to just be above the pain. Embrace that pain. Go to it completely. Feel it completely. Focus on it. Pray about it. Pray for God to teach you. Meditate on it and learn from it. And that will enhance your life so much. And one thing that you'll start to lose is fear, because you realize how scary everything isn't. Like I said, the worst part about pain is not the pain itself, but the fear of that pain. If you throw away the fear and you embrace that pain, you realize it's not so scary, then it's easier to step out of your comfort zone. It's easier to do things that make you scared. So, that's the lesson here. That's the lesson that I've learned over the past year or so now. It's been kind of a recurring theme here, and all building up and up and up into the mindset that I've adopted today. So hopefully that's helpful to you guys. Hopefully somebody can benefit from that. But yeah, that is about it for now. So I am Brahashafat, or Ezekiel. Check out my channel for other stuff. I talk a lot about how to quit porn. I talk a lot about a lot of things, really. Starting to branch out some. But anyway, if you can't tell, definitely a Christian perspective on this. A lot of focus on growing spiritually, a lot of focus on self-improvement, all that good stuff. So if that is of interest to you, if you like being better at life, then check the rest of that out. Subscribe to keep up with more of this in the future, because there will be more. I love this. There will be more. Follow me on Twitter, because Twitter is fun. I have a lot of fun on Twitter. Link is in the description, of course. And that's about it. Stay in prayer, love each other, stay accountable when it comes to sins and pornography and stuff like that. That's always important. Yeah, and embrace pain. Embrace pain and burn it as fuel for your journey, as somebody once said. It's been attributed to a few people. Some Japanese guy. It's been attributed to Sonic the Hedgehog even. Whoever said it, I have no idea. But embrace pain, burn it as fuel, learn from it. Turn those pains into growing pains, all right? Y'all have a lovely day. God bless you guys, and I will talk to you later.